his most famous work is probably the 3 studies for figures at the base of a crucifixion that he made just at the end of the Second World War, and which was exhibited in London at the same time that the concentration camps were opened and revealed, and he immediately became associated with that sort of sense of post-war anxiety. It's in 10 chronological sections, which also each focus on a kind of aspect of his work, not a subject matter, but a certain format or set of concerns. The one exception is a room where we bring together the 3 great crucifixion triptychs that he made at key moments in his career, one at the end of the war and one in the 60s, and then one a few years later. And they were always turning points and, in a way, a summary of the key concerns behind his work.
I'm a very, very good friend of John Edwards, who was Francis Bacon's last companion, a dear friend of Bacon, and in fact so dear, he sort of took 2 fingers to the establishment and left his entire fortune to John Edwards, which was a huge kind of scandal at the time because everybody said he was an illiterate East Ender. He tells me stories about how his mother used to cook Francis Bacon's steak and kidney pud in their council flat while they had fabulous Bacon originals worth millions of pounds on the walls of the flat.
You're in the pictures, you've got to move. Jenny, you need to come back. I'm here.
I've always loved Francis Bacon as a painter, you know. I mean, he's somebody that was, you know, around, you know, it's not like, I think when I was a kid, I always, you know, I went in the art library and I looked at all the books of all the artists and thought, wow, wouldn't it be amazing if I could get a book about me on the shelves with all the other artists, and it just seemed like so out of reach. And then when I moved down to London, you know, Francis Bacon was a hero. I looked at his paintings and I thought they were great, and you know, I was painting myself and I just made bad copies of Bacon's, and so I sort of sidestepped into sculpture, which came a bit more naturally to me. And when I came to London, he was actually around, so I sort of saw him. So it was probably the first sort of connection with a, you know, as a living artist that was a person, so it wasn't like this mythical figure in some way that was unattainable.